I'm almost swimming, biking, and running each day. Durations of each of those and the intensities of each of those vary throughout the week. Bike rides can range anywhere from an hour to 90 minute, just easy spin recovery, to a 4-hour long ride, to 2 to 3 hours with some interval training in there. And same thing goes for running. We can have anything from a 30-minute easy run to a 2-hour long run, and then obviously in between there's sessions where we're doing race pace things, and the same applies to the pool. We're swimming usually between 4 and 5K each session, so about 75 to 90 minutes in the pool. On average, across the week, it's probably between 28 and 30 hours of training. I think it's really important to surround yourself with training partners. Obviously being able to push yourself, those days where maybe you're not feeling is great and there's someone else to kind of push you along, and also just the amount of time that we spend training, that there's a little bit of a social aspect there. Obviously it's hard work, but it's nice to be able to share it with the guys around you. The overall training plan for the year, the competitive season runs primarily from March through to September, October. So November, December is sort of down months for us. We're still training, but it's definitely the focus is a little bit less, the intensity is a bit less, and things sort of ramp up. December, January, February is our big base training miles, so we'll put in a lot of volume, maybe not as much intensity, but putting in a lot of volume of training, so lots of running, lots of cycling, lots of swimming. As we progress through the year, the volume maybe gets decreased a bit, but the intensity goes up as we approach race season and get into race fitness. And then through the race season, it's we could be racing every other weekend or sometimes back-to-back weekends. The recovery becomes very important during those times. Are we getting enough rest? We're getting good sleep. So the other side of training hours each day is making sure your body is in tip-top shape, and with the amount of training that we do, it's crucial that we keep things like massage and chiro and physio at least a couple times a week, just to check in and see if the body's working properly. And ultimately that's going to be your biggest limiter. Can you put the training in, but also will your body hold up over time? And a lot of people can train at a high level for 1 week, but as you come 2 weeks, 3 weeks, as things sort of topple on each other, the body starts to break down. I think more than anything, keeping on top of it early on and having a set schedule, and it becomes more of a maintenance thing as opposed to something going wrong and then have to go back and fix things, and that involves time off and everything else. So I think a lot of people tend to think of things like chiro, physio, massage as, oh, you must be injured, or something must be going wrong, but I sort of have a very different approach to that. It's more of a preventative thing for me.
Well, when you watch Kyle race, he is so smooth and effortless. He's like a gazelle, and what we do is try to keep him as biomechanically efficient as possible. We work on improving his range of motion and his strength. He comes from massage therapy, physiotherapy, and chiropractic care, and some of the techniques we use are manual therapy, active release technique, and it just keeps him 100% ready for his next hard training session and for his next race. The other thing is, after his races, we help him with his recovery.
The amount of training volume that I do and the hours that I spend training, the whole point is to get to the race and perform on that day, and a lot of times that means showing up healthy and ready to go. And a huge component of that is making sure my body's ready to go, and having the opportunity to work with the guys at MHN has been huge for me. Just knowing that all those little details are taken care of. I'm coming in for a massage each week, and I can trust these guys with my physio and chiro and make sure that my body's in tip-top shape.
We've used a range of techniques with Kyle. As a high-end athlete, he's benefited from stuff like simple stuff from orthotics, right up to some of the manual techniques, some of the active release techniques we've used, in addition to some of the traditional chiropractic stuff. He trains for a long time, and that posture, riding bikes and bending forward, sometimes the back starts to get achy and things start to freeze up a little bit.
The team at Mobile Health Network has been huge for me. Having the opportunity to partner with them and utilize their services, and I think more than anything, just being able to trust the therapist, whether I'm coming in for massage, physio, chiro, I know they're looking out for me and they have my back, and they're going to get me to race day in the best shape as possible.